Hello, Cancer. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are doing a monthly reading for you for September. Of course, this is just a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And if you would like the most accurate message for this month, check out your other placements. Okay? All right, let's do it. So, for your vision today, it was very nice and peaceful and very hopeful, which I liked. So, I saw you guys kind of like sitting like in a little ball on top of like a cliff, kind of overlooking an ocean beach view. Um, and you were just like looking at the horizon, like there's so much out there for me. There's so much I could do. The limit does not exist, like possibilities are endless. Okay. And then I saw like a little crab kind of walking up to you. And, obviously the crab is your guys' sign. And it was just like, I heard you say, like, I'm the most important thing in the world. And that's what I like. Like, I know at first it seems maybe narcissistic or like selfish or like entitled, but at the end of the day, that's all this is, right? Like, we are all the universe experiencing love and life for the first time. And it's just like, at the end of the day, like nothing would exist, nothing would be real if you weren't there to experience it. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that you're here and you're human shows how much importance you have in this world. You know what I mean? Like all of this is here just for you. I would not be here if it wasn't for you. You know what I mean? Like, if you weren't here to watch this video, it wouldn't exist in your world, you know? So know that it's not like just some crazy viewpoint, but it's just the truth. We're all one. So if one of us can't do it, none of us can do it. Okay? And if one of us can, all of us can. All right. So we're going to do a Celtic cross today, and we will see what's going on with you. So let me lay out these cards, and then we'll see what's going on at the bottom of the deck. And thank you guys so much for watching. Okay. All right. So bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Magician, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Fierce. All right. So it feels like either you had to walk away from something or maybe somebody walked away from you. But with the Four of Cups, that is the need for an attitude adjustment. All right. This has been a gift from the universe, but you're not seeing it that way. Maybe you're just saying, like, oh, this really hurts. This really sucks. How could this happen to me? But hey, if you're around somebody or a group of people in an environment where they're willing to sacrifice you or do you wrong to make themselves feel better, that's a gift. That's a gift to get on up out of there. Okay? I don't want to be around people who are going to use me or who think less of me or whatever the case may be, right? So even though it hurts, this is exactly the catalyst you need to reclaim your power and to remind yourself that you are the most important thing in the world. Okay? We do have the Seven of Swords. So there could have been like some lying, cheating, manipulation, like somebody really like showed their ass here. But again, if I'm rocking with somebody like this, I want to know. Okay? And yeah, I may be disappointed in you, but hey, I'd rather know now than 10 years from now. We do have the Magician, so know that you're going to take this situation and turn it into something very beautiful. You are very powerful, and this is exactly what you need to get your mind right, and let's get it together. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune. So look at that. Look at your next chapter. Powerful, beautiful, fulfillment. You're going towards people, partnerships, relationships, energies that really make your heart sing. Like, this is something where I feel like you were really containing yourself and trying to dilute yourself so that way you could be accepted. But that does not have to be the case, and you know that. So let's get it together and move on. 444 on the timer. Very cool. Okay, so let's talk about it. So your current situation, Cancer, is the Queen of Cups. This is your card. So I definitely feel like you're trying to kind of see the brighter side of a situation, or you're trying to like understand, okay, why is this happening? Because to me, the Queen of Cups is about having a bird's eye view on something. It's about, having your feelings, but not drowning in them, and recognizing that everything happens for a reason. So even though this is hurting me, why is this happening? This is also an opportunity to really ask yourself, go into your heart space and see what makes you happy, what brings you fulfillment, what do you daydream about, and what is it that you want to go towards? Like, what is it? What is it saying? Like a calm sea never made a trained sailor, or something. Like, you can't get good at something without having to face some obstacles and ups and downs, but those ups and downs are exactly what you need to remind yourself that you're powerful. So see the bigger picture here and use that to fuel you to create a new life, a new chapter for yourself. It's all about you right now, as it should be. All right. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups for Cancer. Lots of cards, lots of cards. Yeah. See, here you do have the Seven of Cups. So this does tell me that you're going towards something new, and there's just a lot of options. There's a lot of choices in front of you. You may not really be sure who to trust, what to go towards, if you can even trust yourself. But this is a situation where the world is your oyster. You have a blank canvas in front of you with a bunch of paintings. Start going, and know that you can paint over stuff. You can get some new white paint and go over the whole thing again and restart again if you want. But don't be scared about the idea of, like, the world is your oyster. This is a beautiful opportunity. Okay. And yeah, I think you do feel like a fish out of water with the Page of Pentacles here. Like, you're having to start a new journey. Some of you guys may even be moving, and that can be overwhelming. Like, maybe you don't know how to do these things on your own, or maybe you always saw a certain ending or image for your life, and now you're having to adjust your expectations, and that can be overwhelming. But it can also be very exciting. To be able to start over and create anew from nothing is a beautiful, beautiful gift. So don't see it as like, oh no, what am I going to do? But see it as like, oh, what am I going to do now? Because let me tell you, Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Star card, slowly but surely, you are going towards fulfillment, towards healing. Okay. This is having everything you desire. This is being able to show up authentically. And, your cup is full. That's what you're going towards. So don't be scared about, what it is you have to do, or the choices you have to make to get to this, because it's totally worth it. I like that. Yeah, it's like, stop trying to force certain things to happen whenever there's so much fulfillment and joy once you choose to focus on you. Okay. All right. So the challenge here is the Queen of Wands, the confidence. The confidence. Because the thing is, you have the emotional awareness to know, like, okay, I want something more. This isn't fulfilling me. I want to, be authentic and, tap into the things that light me up. But can I? That's your problem. You don't think you can do it. You got to understand, like, you are all that in a bag of chips, Cancer. I know you're not doubting yourself. You got this. You better act like it, okay? Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. See, yeah, the thing is, we have the Emperor, the High Priestess, the World card. I just feel like you definitely have trouble really trusting yourself. It's like you'll feel a new idea or intuitive pull towards something, but then you question, can I actually do it? Do I have what it takes? Hey, believe in yourself. Know that if you need a certain person or resource or something to help you, ask the universe to send it your way. You don't have to figure it all out by yourself, But know that if there's certain things you want to go towards, certain, you know, goals and accomplishments and a dream life that you have, you're the only one that can make it happen. Even if other people believe in you, if you don't believe in it, it's not going to come true. So check yourself, because there should be no reason for this much doubt, you know? The world is your oyster. All right, and I'm telling you, you are going towards very, very, very beautiful things. But there's a part of you who feels like you have to defend yourself, or you're not good enough, or it's going to be the world versus you. And like, I don't know why you think that way, but that's not your reality. So, oh, not me throwing these cards down. See, yeah, it's like you doubting is you throwing away your beautiful potential. No, 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 no. Okay, so what you need to focus on, we have the Three of Cups. So there could be some people, loved ones, friends surrounding you that have so much love and support for you. Maybe you haven't been going out or social as much, and maybe that's what you need. Just a night out, having fun, enjoying life, to remind you that, you know what, yeah, there is more to life at this time. You know, like I can have fun and believe in myself, and I have all these beautiful people surrounding me that love me. Like that should show you something. How much other people love you is how much the universe loves you, how much you should love yourself, how much you should believe in yourself, right? You can't attract things like that if that's not innately who you are. So remember who you are. All right, tell me more about the Three of Cups. Yeah, see, we have the Eight of Cups, Four of Cups, Seven of Swords. There's definitely a situation where you were meant to walk away from something, but you're like doubting if that's the right thing, or if you have what it takes to do that. And there's a lot of people surrounding you who would give you that love and that support and that confirmation if you need it. So don't feel like you have to figure something out all on your own. Allow yourself to lean on your loved ones and your friends. I mean, that's why you're watching a tarot reading. You know what I mean? King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's like you're really trying to weigh your options, trying to figure out your priorities and what you want to invest in. Allow people to guide you. There could be like an older father figure, a dad, an older brother, or like a mentor, somebody like that who could really provide you with that guidance and that reassurance, right? Because you're just kind of going back and forth and you're just unsure right now, which is normal, which is okay. But you can't allow that to kind of run amok and get you to make decisions that don't make sense for you. So take yourself out of your head and go be around people that really love you and want the best for you. And I think there will be a lot of clarity for you there. Or even just getting yourself like out of that headspace. Like it's like when you have writer's block and you're trying to write, just get up, take a walk, and then come back, and you might have some fresh insight. Okay. So in the recent past, we do have the Four of Wands. This talks about, there could have been a relationship, a connection. This does talk about a balanced relationship, marriage, family, spending time together. So maybe there was a lot of time of, being around family, loved ones. This could involve like a relationship that you had to walk away from. So maybe you're just reflecting on all the time you spent together. Let's see. Tell me more about the Four of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So this does tell me that this was a long-term commitment. This could involve someone you were married to, or just a long-term relationship. This could involve maybe even like just people in your family, right? But it feels like, it feels like you were very generous with this person, always giving, giving, giving. And this could be, like I said, members of your family. Like people would always come to you for either advice, guidance, support, whatever that means to you. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you've decided to pull your energy back feel like you recognize, like, I'm giving so much. What about what I need? What do I actually want to do, with my resources and my support? Like, maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to invest in your hobbies, your passions, like, I feel like you are realizing that you did abandon yourself for this connection or for these people. And I see you deciding you're cutting off the tap. You're cutting off the supply. Yeah. Because it's like you really tried your hardest to make something work out, but it just is not, it's just not right now. Okay. So some possibilities here. We have the King of Swords, maybe dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But the King of Swords is someone who's very honest, very truthful. I see you, maybe you're deciding, okay, before I make decisions and take action, maybe I could just communicate. Maybe I could just be honest about what it is I'm feeling, what it is I need, and we can go from there, which is a very practical move. I understand that. So tell me more about the King of Swords. Make sure this card didn't flip over. Okay, we're good. So we have the Six of Swords, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups. Yeah. At the end of the day, Cancer, you want a connection. You want people around you that support you, that make you feel loved, make you feel safe. You're involved in something that is very chaotic or very like back and forth. There's just not a lot of security there. And you have the right to advocate for yourself and what it is you need. And I see you deciding to move on from this and know that you're protected and you're safe to do so. Like, I see you moving forward towards actual love and fulfillment. You're a lover. That's what you're supposed to be going towards. Okay. Yeah, I definitely see you communicating and being really brave and strong and being honest. It may cause a fight, and that might be why you second guess if you should say something. But if you advocating for yourself causes a fight, then you already know what you're meant to do. You know what I mean? Don't play. All right, in the near future, we have the Chariot. That's your card, Cancer. You're choosing yourself. I feel like you recognize I've learned a lot from this. I've done all I can do, so let me just move on. The Chariot is all about your highs and your lows, how they come together to help you have confidence and wisdom to move on. Some of you guys could be taking a vacation or moving here, but I just feel like you're choosing yourself and focusing on, well, what does Cancer need right now? I like that. Tell me more about the Chariot. See, here's the deal. You want to do what makes you happy, but you are very worried about being selfish or looking a certain type of way to other people. At the end of the day, other people judging you, their opinions, it's none of your business. You have to go towards your truth and follow what feels right for you. You got to get on that horse, get in that chariot, and go. All right? Because staying around this is it's making you question yourself way too much, and you may even be losing sleep over this or just really overthinking and in your head all the time. And like, what kind of quality of life is that? Like, it's time for you to stand up for yourself and do what's right by you. Yeah. All right, so some advice for you. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, see, like Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. There's so many people that love you and support you, Cancer. Like, whoever this other person is directly involved in this is not one of those people. So allow yourself to be around those people that make you feel loved, that make you feel that sense of community and that trust, because that's going to remind you that, what, I am loved, I am supported. So why am I allowing this person to treat me so badly or to make me question myself so much? Why have I given so much of myself for someone that's not giving back? All right, tell me more about the Three of Pentacles. Oh, there's a little ant. There we go. Yeah, it's like you need to get your mind off of this. Like you might go out of town with some friends or just kind of stay with a friend for a little bit. But yeah, I see that there is a need for more clarity. You need to be able to trust yourself. So I just feel like you need to kind of get away, get out of this environment, and just give yourself just some fresh air, a fresh perspective, because I feel like you're very stuck in this and you're not seeing the gifts of it all. You're not seeing how special you are. So yeah, you're needing to switch it up here. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like there's just a lot of fighting, a lot of confusion, a lot of back and forth. So you need to, move past your anxieties and your fear and your limited mindset and free yourself, honestly. Because remember, your vision was so beautiful, and I want you to get to that space, but I feel like this situation is very much limiting your perspective on that. So you got to break free. Okay, so what's going on in your environment that is impacting you? We do have the Moon card here. So there could be some other people that have, maybe they've been in a similar situation. Maybe there's a lot of doubt and fear surrounding them and then projecting onto you. It just feels like there's other people's insecurities and drama that's impacting you when it shouldn't be, because you already have enough on your plate, so you don't need to look at other people and see how they've messed up or what they've done wrong and carry that as well. You could be having interesting dreams right now, where maybe somebody else had some sort of dream or vision. You might want to pay attention to that. I also feel like there's illusions, like someone is like, and maybe it's this person you're dealing with, like someone's trying to put on, and there just doesn't feel like there's a lot of clarity or a lot of truth in this right now. And the Seven of Swords kept coming out. So I do feel like this person could be lying to you to try to keep you around. Like say you want a family or you want to get married and they're like, yeah, we'll get married. And they're like, all right, I'm not marrying. I'm just saying. Tell me more about the Moon. See, there's the Devil, the Tower, the Nine of Wands, the Death card. Yeah. I feel like someone knows that the end is near, so they're trying to do any and everything to keep you around. That could be like maybe they know your triggers or your insecurities, so they're playing on that. Maybe they're trying to give you the version of them that you've always wanted, but they're not planning on being consistent with that. Yeah, it just feels like somebody's like grasping at straws. But at the end of the day, Cancer, you got to protect your energy, and you need to recognize that the divine always has your back. You have your back. You can really depend on yourself and trust yourself. And you know what you want. You know what's right for you. So there may be some smoke and mirrors going on here, but you can cut through that. It's time for you to protect your energy, okay? Because somebody's trying to play you. That's what I feel. All right. Hope and fear. All right, so we have the King of Wands here. So I feel like you're hoping that you can be strong, that you can take on this challenge, that you can stand up for yourself, fight for yourself. And guess what? You can. You are powerful. You're the most important thing in the world. So why don't you see that? Why don't you believe in that? Anchor that in. Okay? Tell me more about the King of Wands. Yeah, it's like you want to make sure you're strong enough to pull back from this. Like There's a part of you that knows that's what you need to do, but it's going to require a lot of strength, a lot of faith, a lot of determination to fully pull away from this. Some of you guys, like, if it is that serious and that intense, you might benefit from a cord cutting ritual. But we have the Empress. Okay, like, look at how powerful you are. Not only in the masculine energy, but in the feminine as well. And the Empress, like, she's not going to beg, borrow, and steal. She's not going to force. She's not going to control. She knows that the universe has her back. And she's going to go within and attract what it is that she needs rather than trying to force or chase it. Stop chasing. Get off that little hamster wheel and just see what happens. You know, sometimes, you know, when you stop reaching out and stop being the catalyst for something, it all crumbles down. And I think you know that. I think you know that. And that's why, like, really the question is, like, are you ready to move on from this or not? I think you are, but I think you might doubt what's next for you, and that's why you will hold on to this. But there's so much excitement, so much beauty, so much abundance for you in this next chapter. And like, the main thing is you're going to be so confident. That alone is enough for me, you know? All right, let's talk about it. Last card here, your final outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is abundance, this is security, stability. Some of you guys might be getting a new job, a promotion. Maybe you're going to get some money here. But I see everything working out for you. You know, like, this is like the light at the end of the tunnel here. And I'm noticing this turtle. So, like, this might take time for you to feel like this. Of course, like, as you walk away from something, sometimes you feel free and amazing, but sometimes it will take you a moment to feel like, okay, I've got this, I can do this. But I'm telling you, you got this, you can do this. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Wands, Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords. You know you're tired. You know you're tired. You just want ease. You want to feel safe. You want to feel supported. So if you're in a situation where you don't feel that, it's time to walk away. And you know you're ready to walk away. You're ready for a new energy, for a new story. And with the Queen of Swords, you have to draw that line in the sand and say, you know what? That's not working for me. I know there's a lot of love there. There's a lot of time there. There's a lot of memory. Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy, you're not happy. And the emotional aspect of it, the tugging on the heartstrings, that can't get to you anymore. You're setting those boundaries. I love it. Yeah, it's like you're finally making peace with the decision and you're allowing yourself to let it go. Beautiful. Things are gonna turn around for you. Yeah. All right, we're gonna close it out with an oracle message, and that'll be that for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. And if this resonated, let me know with a like, a comment. Definitely subscribe and share this video with a friend if you would like. All of that helps the channel grow, and I'm always so grateful. So only a couple of cards for you. So that's fierce. So number 5, throat chakra. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Absolutely. It's time for you to express yourself, to be honest, to advocate for your own peace, to be authentic. I feel like you've put on a facade or you've really lost yourself in this, and now you almost question your ability to stand up for yourself, to advocate for yourself, to go towards what you want. And I'm not advocating for that. So work on your throat chakra. You might want to get some lapis lazuli. That's a good crystal for your throat chakra. And then we have empowerment. Okay. Number 26. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. I like that. I like that. So Spirit is saying show up fully and completely, especially with this throat chakra too. This is all about expressing yourself, being honest, showing up completely, taking up space, and knowing that you're safe to do so. You know, like, you don't have to be worried about how anyone else is going to receive this because you are the most important thing in the world. Remember that. None of this would be here if you weren't here to experience it. So take up space. Recognize your importance. You're a gift to the world. And don't let anybody play you and kind of sideswipe you. Stand up for yourself. All right. That's all I have for you today, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys would like more from me, I do have all of my social media linked down below in the description box. I also have my website linked there if you would like to book a personal reading, an alchemy healing ceremony. That's where we turn your pain into power and help you reclaim your power and create the life that you want. You can also sign up for my newsletter on my website. It's a great way to just stay in touch and get more spiritual guidance, more videos, and just cool things like that. All right? So thank you for watching. I'm proud of you, and you better work, okay? I'll see you next time, Cancer. Bye-bye.